Yo, YouTube, what is good? So, I just woke up and I got some great information for you guys. Well, I don't know if it's great, but I mean, we're making progress here, right? Mihoyo has officially addressed the Zhongli situation here. And I'm just gonna, read off the thread here. I was really excited to see that they finally released an official
You should
statement
really bring the
because
Knights of Favonius with you
it's
next time.
undoubtable that the character is underperforming right now. And people are trying to defend him, and I know a lot of people weren't happy with the last video I rolled out, and it is what it is. We're just trying to create awareness for the character, and I think it's finally starting to work, right? Because Mihoyo has finally released an official statement on the character. We're just going to go ahead and look into what they say here. It starts out, Dear travelers, we have recently received a lot of feedback from travelers regarding issues with the character Zhongli. The developers have placed great importance on Zhongli's performance since online testing began. We've been colliding, reviewing, and analyzing everyone's feedback and have enough discussions about it eternally. We apologize profusely for the lateness of our response, which has left a bad impression on everyone, honestly. And the truth is that since the character was launched, we have been closely following the situation in both terms of reviewing the feedback on social media and in terms of analyzing the game data on how people are obtaining, building, and using Zhongli. So it seems like they're saying that they've been watching like closely to the community and seeing the reports on Zhongli statistics and stuff like that, but it just doesn't seem like they're really paying attention to the situation at hand. This delayed response is just like a patch sorry. We'd like to take this opportunity to have a conversation with everyone to share our thinking on Zhongli. We're curious. We are curious. Let's see. When we design something, we hope to ensure that the player base and the mechanics are as diverse as possible. The same is true for Zhongli's design. Zhongli is defined as more of a support character, and the core of a support role is the ability to protect other characters in the party. Based on this, we defined his two core abilities in shield creation and controlling the enemy. The Jade Shield generated by holding Dominus Lapidus provided effective absorption and cover without relying on any equipment, except for when it gets destroyed, and it doesn't create any energy. Planet Befall exerts effective control over groups of energy without relying on elemental reaction or equipment bonuses. So I see what they're saying here. It's just like, oh hey, they're basically putting every good point that the community tried to justify and be like, okay, this is a character that you can put up a pillar, hide behind a projectile, not have to build him that well because you just don't take damage, and you get a CC that's like freeze. It's like, bro, I can do that same stuff with Ningguang. I can block projectiles with Ningguang. Probably better. I don't understand why it's just okay, so they're justifying the fact that he's a unique support, right? In terms of developing Zhongli and improving his abilities, Zhongli is a character who principally receives HP related benefits. Yes. It was 15% prior, now it's 33. Let's give him a little bit more. This I like. Unlike some other characters who are focused on improving damage, the main way in which HP improves his abilities is by helping him survive. Except for the fact that with the scaling how it is, you are better off building him with attack percent or geo damage. It just doesn't make sense to build him HP. In contrast, the high damage low Zhongli role is to provide and secure stable protection for the party in all manners of combat environments.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How
okay,
about you take a rest while I go back?
Combat environments, right? That's cool. Zhongli can, this is what Zhongli can do. He has 100% shield uptime like we talked about in the last video, and he has the ability to CC, right? He could just QCC. It's I think this is a no-brainer. It's a mobile character. It's okay, we don't care if you can make reactions. We don't care if you provide any support ability. The fact that you can Q and nobody's moving for 3 seconds, that's just so powerful. No, it's not. We'll just freeze. So I was just I see what's going on, and it's cool that I'm more happy about the response, but it's just these little lackluster responses about how the character was intentionally designed like this, and that's kind of meh. I'm really hoping that Mihoyo goes more towards the buff side, because right now, as it seems, it's they're just okay, we've heard your problems, we see these problems, and we don't think they're problems. So we're gonna keep waiting and hoping. They're definitely paying more attention to the character. We're just gonna read and hear more. Whenever we make adjustments to challenge stages, aspects of the open world, systems, and characters themselves, we will always start with a comprehensive analysis of character combat statistics. user feedback, and the character ethos before making a careful and considered plan. Currently, we are engaged in a deep analysis of Zhongli. In future versions, we will continue to analyze, access, and adjust things so that all the characters you love have their roles to play and moments to shine. We can only ask that travelers continue to be patient in the meantime. Cough, child buff, cough, Zhongli buff. It seems like they know there's issues. Like, it seems like they know there's issues, and
really
that this was a kind of a lackluster character, and I'm hoping that they don't take the experience from Zhongli and push it into other characters, so like those characters will be really good, and that's how they're going to compensate for the lacklusterness behind this one, and hopefully maybe they can just buff this character and make amends to what they did already. In addition, we have discovered from player feedback that there's indeed a bug affecting Zhongli at present. After Zhongli's level 2 constellation stone, the Cradle of Jade, is activated, casting an elemental burst may not trigger the damage boost of elemental resonance effective during rock. Okay, so they're confirmed working on a bug fix for him. This does not consistently address his ease energy. I don't think Mihoyo did anything to address their ease energy, and anything to actually address the fact that he's lackluster right now. I appreciate the response. The response is great, and it shows that they are listening. And you guys are upset about us making a scene and everything, but they're listening to the community, and it's important that we all come together and express our feelings towards the character, right? So I'm just going to read some comments because it's not just me, right? I'm speaking from a community perspective. I just woke up. I saw this today. We're just going to read some of these comments here. In other words, we hear your feedback. We don't care. He works as intended. In a sense, I still don't feel like he's worth $400. He's still underperforming. Like, waste of time and money. Zhongli's outperformed by 4 stars easily. Bennett scales with HP. Diona scales with HP. With all their effects we already talked about in my last video. Xingqiu shields, high alt damage, consistent vapes. Like, all this is true. EM, CC, Viridescent, like, and I don't want to talk about elements because elements is unfair. It's like Zhongli needs help. Geo needs help way more, but Zhongli needs help now. And guys, please help. Like, you guys don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I'm just trying to help. It's not me, it's the community. I'm glad that Mihoyo is aware and it's important to us now, and I'm hoping that we can all get together and they're going to make a stand and buff the Geo Archon God. I'm considering, maybe after this news today, I'll consider pulling him on Porta Play because it's looking more promising that they take care of him. I appreciate everybody that stopped in to check up on the news. If you haven't had a chance yet, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're rolling out videos every day here. We're constantly growing. We do Genshin every single day. I also stream live daily at www.twitch.tv/ShadyBaity. Hopefully I can catch you guys all there. Much love, and I will catch you guys in the next one.